GearNetwork.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
Okay, so we actually haven't started talking about anything yet. So
I haven't even done an actual opening yet. So
no, he has not. I just went right into it.
You just went right into it. So Fat Man.
So fuck you with your fucking stupid ass cold opens. We're gonna do this.
Oh fuck you.
We're gonna do this.
We've been doing that for how long?
I don't give a shit.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck your cold.
What did I say? Guilty by association, right?
Yeah.
Fuck your cold opens.
Well, I'm going to say it anyway. Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode of The Wrestling Show. Ryan is not here with us yet. He'll probably be on a little bit later. Chip is here.
Guinea pigs. Ryan's blowing guinea pigs.
He might be blowing guinea pigs. He might be blowing other smoke, too. You never know with him.
I just don't understand why he doesn't use our OnlyFans. I mean, we gave him the info, and he's doing this shit offline. We got to make profit somehow here. God damn.
You have to talk to him. That's on you. That you're the Hall of Famer. You get to have those types of conversations.
This is true. I'll give him a stern warning. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
You'll have to start the whole, what do they call it? Employee improvement plans for him. Also today on the show, who decided to show up, is the biggest mark this side of the Mississippi. Chip Willett's here.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We are actually getting started. If you don't follow us on twitch.tv/SleazyandTheFatMan, we do this live. So if you want to hear the raw, uncut, unedited version of this show, I don't know why you would, but if you do, you could just find us there and watch us live on Tuesdays in the evening, probably 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. We do it all day, all night.
Smackdown. That's what it's called. The Raw.
Exactly. So I cut Fat Man off beforehand. So let's get into it. We're going to, what is it? TNA, Impact, random gimmick shit.
Oh, looks like Ryan is about ready to fucking come on. He needs a link, even though it's the same link every fucking week.
I saved it in my notes, so I never had to ask again to get embarrassed by your fucking ass.
Well, I spoiled you guys because I would send the link in the chat.
Well, for some reason, the iPhone doesn't automatically hook, even though I had the fucking app. It doesn't actually sit there and take it right to it. I have to go into the Safari and put it in there, and then it'll open. Motherfucking marks.
Do you feel better about yourself yet?
Not at all. Continue.
No, you continue then. I mean, you're the one.
I'm good.
About ready to pound down on Zoom.
No, we're not pounding down on Zoom. We're pounding down on OnlyFans. God.
Which is onlyfans.com/
The Wrestling Show.
Yeah. We're doing all sorts of good things here. We're doing all
Hey, where's the buck that joined us?
Oh, my goodness. I've already said it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This gentleman has nothing more to give than guinea pig head. Ryan Williams is here.
Hey-o, and fuck you.
Save it for the OnlyFans.
Come on. I was told that since I'm the only Hall of Famer, I got to give you a stern ass chewing. You know,
again,
not to blow guinea pigs.
Ass chewing.
Behind the scenes.
Only Hall of Famer. Yes.
I'm the only Hall of Famer that will ever be on this show. So you need to start blowing guinea pigs on OnlyFans. Come on. You should know this by now. It's common sense.
The best part about all of this is nobody knows what we're talking about. It's a terrible inside joke. But it's still funny to us because
You're a terrible inside joke.
well, I know. That's what your mama said.
Uh-oh.
Wow, my mom's dead.
Well,
Well,
guess what that means?
He likes them cold.
Yep.
All the same, I dropped that exact line during a wrestling show, and everybody told me I was crazy for doing it. And one of the boys were bickering back and forth, and he's like, I'm your mom's favorite wrestler. And well, my mom's dead. Middle of a wrestling show? You want to hear everybody gasp in sadness for the heel?
So, in other words, you don't know how to work an angle.
Oh, I did, because they immediately went, oh, poor Buck. Oh, Buck's a piece of shit within 2 minutes. So, I knew
Okay, so we have finally the Impact mark is on, so we could talk about Bound for Glory at the birthplace of it's an okay match for a house show. All right. Again, open challenge for the Impact Digital Media title. Brian Myers defends against, right now it's vacant.
Bobby Fish.
Who does everyone believe it is?
It's not
Bobby
Bobby
Fish.
Fish. Because Bobby Fish is actually in the 20-man Battle Royal Gauntlet.
Yeah, they okay. So if we're taking away people that might be double booked, then it's going to be somebody that's not currently on the roster.
That's what I'm thinking it's going to be, just like somebody that's not currently on the roster.
And there's that many names that you could drop, sure. It's just who they picked up for a night for the big night.
Right.
In Albany.
It's
-1.
no, I'm looking at him right now on Sleazy's screen.
Brody Lee? He did.
I think you're thinking of Davey Richards, right?
Other shoulder.
Moose?
Dalton Castle.
Oh, up
Oh,
here.
the other.
Because this is
show.
Moose.
Dalton Castle.
iPhone.
This is okay. So here,
Man, so I have no idea what the fuck you're pointing at. I just see a bunch of lights reflecting on pictures.
right? They're. I have a. So anyone who cares about what's behind me, there's a photo of it on the Wrestling Show's Facebook page. But yeah, you think it's Dalton Castle? Is Davey actually booked?
No.
I think it's Davey.
Yeah, well, they did that at Slammiversary.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a shocker.
Open challenge doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that's not on the, it has to be a huge surprise.
I know, but they already did Davey Richards as a surprise, so I don't think they're going to do Davey Richards again.
Well, no one cares about Davey Richards, so when he comes back, it's like, oh, cool, it's Davey Richards. Ah. No, it's the pre-show.
Sleazy doesn't watch the product. Okay.
Oh, like you're gonna get like Dalton Castle's a legitimate answer.
It is.
It
is.
Not.
Who's he signed to right now? Nobody.
I am a better choice than Davey Richards would be.
Do you got?
Imagine if it was
here?
Hornswoggle.
I think
The
Hornswoggle.
wee nominal AJ Styles makes his return.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think if there's anybody that out there that I wouldn't. Maybe Juice Robinson. I don't know.
He's going to be floating around for a bit now, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, there. You probably put any random top indie guy there too. I mean, I would laugh my ass off if it was Bandito.
Bandito. Yeah, I got news on him. So the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. It's a 20 wrestler intergender battle royal. The winner gets a trophy because, yay,
Like trophies.
Trophy.
and a contract where they can invoke anytime within 1 year for a championship match of their choosing. So there's only PCO, one half of the Spot Monkeys, Rich Swan, Giselle Shaw, Heath, Bipender, Jajar. I've never heard of him. Bobby
Why don't
Fish.
you watch the product? You'll be able to hear his name in live and
Steve Macklin, Moose, and Sammy Callahan. Oh, wait, Moose
iPhone.
and Sammy Callahan.
There's been 3 Call Your Shot winners so far.
I just want to say that's not that many names. That was like 8.
Yes, but you gotta keep them on. It used to be called the Gauntlet for Gold, Bound for Gold. They just call it different names. It's like the G1. Different
Yeah.
names, same tournament.
Yeah, but isn't it like 20
You
people?
said 20. It's only 8. Yeah, you only 8.
Well, you also have one more Impact Thursday night before the Friday show.
Oh, so there's others not announced yet.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think the winner is coming out of this name right here.
Damn it.
Rich Swann.
Nope.
No.
Macklin?
Yep.
You think it's Macklin?
I think it's going to be Steve Macklin.
It's going to be Eddie Edwards.
Singles match for the Impact World Championship. Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards.
Yep. Still Eddie Edwards.
You think Eddie's going to beat him?
No, I think he's going to lose here and get into the gauntlet for the gold.
So he's going to...
Writing right there.
So you're thinking the Impact World title's not going to be the main event?
Yeah, that's true. That one.
Well, not. We know the writing's on the wall.
It's going to be the
poetic. It'd be poetic if PCO won it and cashed in on Eddie after Eddie beats Josh.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
It actually does kind of make sense where they're going storyline wise.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Ryan.
No,
I hope they don't do that. I hate you, Ryan.
Why? Because I talked about a storyline that actually is evolved.
No, I said it makes sense, but now I hate you because that's a legit possibility. And I would 100% do not want that to happen.
Why not? You don't like Impact World Champion PCO?
I don't like Ring of Honor World Champion PCO. How about I don't like regular
PCO.
Wrestler PCO? So
You've not been a huge fan of PCO. I will admit that.
Anyway, Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship VXT versus Jessica and Taya Valkyrie.
Taya?
Why did you question Taya then?
Because he doesn't watch the product.
I was about to say that.
I think VXT retains.
I got
Just
Taya.
Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo, sleazy. Just to let you know.
Violent and the violin and something. I don't get VXT. It's like NXT but with a V.
Virtuoso.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the other title.
Yeah, see? It doesn't matter. They're a low-end show. No one watches them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hope you step on a Lego, you piece of shit.
I needed that.
They've been better than AEW's been the last 2 months. So actually, they've been better than AEW's been the last year.
Bingo.
And
Who's gonna win? Stop being a dick.
I said Taya.
Just Taya.
Just Taya.
Not with their partner Jessica Havoc. Just Taya.
No, it's just Havoc's going to go sit in the corner, do nothing, and Taya's going to pick up the win.
Career-threatening match. Wait, who's gonna win, Chip?
I was like, thank you. Taya and Jessica.
Hey,
Hey, you're wrong.
fuck you.
You might want to check the connection settings in the Google Home app.
That's what you get.
Fuck you, Google. I didn't say shit. Career-threatening match. Mia Yim versus Mickey James. If Mickey James loses, she must retire. Obviously, we all know who Sleazy's.
Is this going to be her thing now?
What?
Didn't she just have a match the other day, a retirement match?
Yeah, she's doing it. Whenever the next match she loses, she retires.
She's doing the Ric Flair thing.
Yeah.
The Flair. It was what Flair did to Michaels, and many options before. And it was like just a bunch of random stupid matches, like against Carlito, and then it was Michaels at WrestleMania, and then shocker, Michaels beat him.
But we all know who Sleazy wants to win. The Asian.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mickey James.
It's 100% going to be Mickey James.
Ryan.
We know you're there.
Ryan.
Stop fucking the guinea pig.
Ryan.
Not fucking a guinea pig. It's this Canadian internet.
Who do you think's going to win?
Which match? Because the last time I heard of Gaffey was the tag team women's match was going to be the champions retaining.
Mia Yim and Mickey James.
Oh, Mickey James. Mickey's not retiring her.
So we all agree.
Mickey's getting retired by whoever the women's champ is at the time.
Okay, that makes sense. Who would you want to retire Mickey James? Let's kind of play that.
Peraza.
Ryan's dying.
Yeah.
It's a guinea pig. Turn on him.
Yeah,
he's dead.
That's the end of Ryan. I figured that was.
I'll get to my answer in a little bit.
Oh, here we fucking go. Okay.
X Division Championship, Mike Bailey versus Frankie Kazarian. We all know who Sleazy wants to win.
Obviously, Bailey.
Mr. Veda Scott.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Bailey.
I think it's going to be Mike Bailey, too. Impact World Tag Team Championships, Honor No More versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City.
Honor No More should win.
They're not going.
I think they give enough of a rub to them to make them even more legitimate than they are now.
I think Honor No More should win also.
Will they? I don't know.
Will they? Yes, I think they will.
Okay. You're putting your money on it.
I am.
I'll
I need money.
sensitive.
I need money first. So,
It's legit.
Knockouts Women's Championship, Jordan Grace.
Gordon
versus-
Jace.
Versus Marsha Slamovic. I think it's Jordan Grace, and I think she's the one that's going to retire Mickey.
That's another one that can do it. And Jordan Grace wins.
I actually agree with that, with everything you just said. I think Jordan Grace is going to win, and yeah, I think she's going to retire Mickey because she would have the best. She would get the most out of a run from Mickey.
And then
That's not a lesbian joke.
I understood. Impact World Title: Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards.
Josh.
I don't know. I legitimately don't know. If what Ryan said is true, then you have to have Eddie win here. I honestly believe that it would be such a disservice to Josh to have him lose just to watch the title get hot shotted a couple of times like that. I don't know. That being said, Eddie Edwards is a legitimate contender and legitimate, wrestler to be able to beat Josh Alexander. He's got the credentials for it. So I'm kind of torn here. When I'm torn, it's usually because it should stay as the champion. So I'm going to pick Josh Alexander here.
Chip. Oh, you got Josh. Eddie beat him in the tag team match at Victory Road. Josh gets his win back. Josh Alexander. And PCO's not winning that Gauntlet Battle Royal.
No chance.
There is no way Jay Briscoe is winning the ROH World Title.
Pro Wrestling Scorecards is going to say differently, I'm sure.
That's true too.
Okay, that's it for Bound for Glory. And then let's go to Extreme Rules.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. I kind of watch this product.
Just kind of. Just once a month. Just once a month.
Sometimes.
Liv Morgan defends the SmackDown Women's title against Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match.
It's Rousey. This Liv Morgan run has got to stop.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. Do I believe that the run has been successful now? But I think that giving her a dominant win in an Extreme Rules match against Ronda fucking Rousey would do a lot to put legitimacy on her radar here. She's got to beat her. You know what I mean? If she doesn't beat her at this point, where there's no way that she could be, could have taken the shortcut way out, her character's dead in the water. She's got to beat Ronda at this point.
I agree with you, but Ronda's winning.
Okay.
The whole build has been, is Liv Morgan extreme enough to face Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're doing that just to build up Morgan so they feed her to Ronda. That's just my thinking on it.
I absolutely think it's the opposite. So Although I will say it hasn't been the first time that obvious booking is obvious. So,
I mean, it should be that way where they built up working, but I think they want the title on Rousey.
because she's the bigger draw, she's a big heel,
and she's absolutely fucking god awful in any regular. She has regressed so much, and she came back. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, because she wasn't that bad.
She wasn't that bad, and then she went away, and now she's just Nia Jax level bad.
Do you think it's because that she never got any ring time between her first stint and now?
Yep. It doesn't help that I don't know if she's on house shows. She might be out to look up the results. And she's having 5-minute matches.
That's true.
So, I mean, it's just...
We have to understand Honda's cardio probably isn't that good because her UFC matches never went more than 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, but that doesn't track from the fact that before this run, she was fine. She was not doing bad matches.
No, she was getting better and better. Then she went away, and then she came back at the Rumble, and even from the Rumble, she's looked bad.
She is doing house shows.
Is she?
Yeah, she's doing house shows.
So that's even worse then.
In fact, she's done since the. Well, I'll say this: since SummerSlam, she's done 10 matches.
10 matches total?
Total.
Okay.
So it's not that many.
No.
But you're also talking about WWE where they grind the shit out of you. So 10 matches in 3 months is still under normal circumstances, not nothing.
No. Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking out Rollins in a fight pit match with Daniel Cormier as the guest referee.
Okay, I don't get, and forgive me, this is one of those things where I'm way out when it comes to talking about UFC. What does Daniel have to give in this match specifically? Are they planning an angle with Riddle?
They are. I have a feeling like when I sent you the my results, I have a feeling that Daniel Cormier is going to help Seth Rollins win, and then that's going to set an angle that way Daniel Cormier can wrestle with Matt Riddle.
Okay.
Because Daniel Cormier has always wanted to be part of WWE. He's talked about it numerous times, and this is one way to get him in and legit have him go against someone that has the same background that he does, which is Matt Riddle.
Okay. How old is I forgive me for asking. How old is
I'm looking up right now.
Cormier?
Yeah,
43.
43.
43. Shit.
43?
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to pursue a full-time WWE gig?
I don't think it'd be full-time.
No, I think it'd be a one-off, but just to do it.
I don't think he's going to help Rollins intentionally. He's going to help him inadvertently. I do think Rollins winning because they kind of already hinted at Rollins winning because he has a U.S. title shot on Raw. So why have him lose? So I think Rollins is winning.
Why have a U.S. Who's the U.S. champion? I've forgotten.
Bobby.
He hasn't watched the product in that long.
Yeah.
It's Lashley.
Been for the past
3 months.
3 months and you don't even know though. I mean, no one cares.
You don't know.
Yeah, but where is he on the card is my answer to that.
True. He's been on Raws. He just hasn't been on the show, the big shows.
That's my point. He's the mid-card champion. Why is he not on these shows?
There's only 2 title matches on these shows. And they're both women, and they're both women's matches.
Right.
Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match. This is this is easy.
Karrion's got to go over.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. That was easy.
Yeah, right?
Edge versus the world's best friend, Finn Balor, in an I Quit match. If you watch the product, you'll get it.
Finn.
Essentially, he wants AJ Styles in Judgment Day
They're
to reform the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
And
it's finally going to happen. It's going to interfere and join Judgment Day.
I actually agree with the Mark. With his
what?
Booking. I agree with the Mark's Marcus booking. It actually does make sense. Ed started Judgment Day against Styles. Styles joins Judgment Day against Edge. It makes sense.
Plus, Bullet Club for life.
I mean, I would rather see, Carl and Gallows show up, but
that'd be fucking
happening. Zero chance of that happening.
They're 2-1 in JPW.
Zero chance.
A good old fashioned Donnybrook, the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium.
Oh, the Irish.
I'm torn because if Sheamus wins the Intercontinental title Friday, Imperium's going over. If Lata retains the Intercontinental title, the Brawling Brutes are going over.
I don't think it makes a difference.
I think Sheamus wins the Intercontinental title. Imperium. Wait, they had a 6-man and Imperium a month ago on SmackDown, and Imperium won.
Mm-hmm.
Brawling Brutes.
So the Brawling Brutes gets their win back?
Yeah, they're 100% getting their win back. I don't think it matters whether or not
Sheamus is getting the title. Both.
I don't think Sheamus is getting the title either.
No, I said I do believe he is.
I don't think he is. I think it's going to end in DQ.
Further's along the story.
And then Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship. This is another easy one for me.
If Bayley doesn't win, I don't know what you're going
Why
with.
they bring her back.
Yeah, it's got to be Bayley. The whole thing is that Bayley took out Asuka and Alexa so that Damage Control will be at ringside to help her, and they won't be.
Right.
So you know what's going to happen. They're going to come out anyway, cause a schmaz, and Bayley's going to win no matter what. So
right.
I think Bayley's winning.
And it allows her to win without Bianca taking a pin.
Yeah.
This shit books itself, Bella.
Which match goes on first? Which match goes on last?
The ladder match is going on last.
Yep.
Without question.
I Quit goes on first.
I think, what's that?
I Quit goes on first.
I think the 6-man's going on first.
I think it's either the 6-man or the SmackDown Women's title. The show opens with a women's match and closes with a women's match.
I can see that.
That's very possible, yeah. I only say the 6-man is because they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
So, it wouldn't be bad. It's just...
And it'd be a good way to start a Extreme Rules pay-per-view by having two of the hardest hitting fucking tag teams go at it.
100% yes.
That's it.
Cool. So let's take a quick break here. On the flip side, we're gonna talk a little bit of news and rumors. Fat Man, do you have a little teaser for our folks?
Ryan's still sucking a guinea pig.
I was hoping
OnlyFans.
We'll be back after this. And we're back, folks. So let's get into news and rumors. Fat Man, I know you got a ton of them.
Not a ton, but I got.
Fuck you.
I got some. So you just
sell it.
Shut your little dirty whore mouth on me talk. Okay. As previously stated, Randy Orton last wrestled on May 20th when he lost the Raw tag team titles or whatever it was to the Usos. Orton has not since been on TV due to a back ailment. In mid-June, it was rumored the WWE manager was afraid Orton would require surgery, which would likely keep him out for the remainder of 2022.
We're now in October.
We also noted on SmackDown under that Orton on the May 27th edition of SmackDown that Orton was currently undergoing consultations with neurosurgeon and orthopedic spine surgeon to determine the extent of his injuries and to recommend a course of treatment. According to
Dave Meltzer,
Orton has been battling a back problem for quite some time, so much so that he's had work done to better his condition before the bout in May for the unified tag titles. There's no information available regarding the scope of the work that was completed. Probably just
maybe, or
injections or deep tissue massage or whatever. Despite having treatment done, Orton's condition has deteriorated. WWE management are concerned that Orton may be forced to have surgery. According to WWE, surgery is required. Orton will be out of action for the rest of the year. No shit.
Right.
Someone just freaking popped up on my screen. It was also said that the precise nature of the damage or the precise nature of the damage was unknown. There's still no proof that he did undergo back surgery. Well, duh, because if he needed to undergo back surgery, why would he undergo back surgery? It's Meltzer being stupid. But yeah, apparently Orton's back has deteriorated.
He's been working for 20 years.
Right. Taking those giving those RKOs.
Yeah.
Getting thrown into gates and off cages. I mean, that.
Oh, that's not going to do anything to him. You know what takes out Randy Orton? Taking out the trash.
Picking it up. Well, getting older.
According to
Dave
Meltzer.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have not heard from AEW executives about their position as of a few days ago. AEW is not and will not discuss these topics in the future. And it's assumed that the matter is on pause, awaiting legal action. The legal case, if not resolved, could cause a significant delay. There's apparently a second holdup, I put that in quotes, that has not been disclosed, but no further information was provided. Mark. Many people in WWE want the findings of the third-party probe to be made public. A third-party law firm that was hired to examine the all-out incident and was thought that no final punishment would be handed down until the inquiry was completed. But legal action now appears to be delaying any conclusions. People within AEW want the investigation. They literally just said that. There's no confirmation on the status of Punk, Steel, Omega, or the Bucks, other than the fact that they have not been backstage since All Out.
I can tell you exactly what's going on here. Ready? Tony Khan wants Punk out, finish out the contract, he'll pay out the contract. In return, you sign this happy little paper that says we don't sue, or you guys don't sue us.
Yeah.
And Punk's saying no. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that's what's going on in the back. And while that's still hanging over everyone's head, Omega and the Bucks will not be back.
So Punk's just being a dick.
Shocker, right?
Punk's being an asshole. Who would have thought that?
Right.
I don't have it, but I just reminded the tattoo artist did win their case against Orton in 2K, but only won like $3,700.
Yep, $3,750.
Probably just enough to cover legal expenses. Here's my thing about this, though. I still haven't read the ruling, but depending on the fact that they only offered or gave out 3,700, kind of sounds like that they ruled for her on a technicality in such a way that it wouldn't be precedent setting. All that being said,
extra money. Here, shut up.
I mean, yeah, 3,700 probably wouldn't even cover legal bills. Even
probably didn't cover the fucking tattoo.
Maybe that was the problem. But yeah, I would like to see the final, ruling and what was actually said at the end of it. Obviously, that kind of stuff is public knowledge because of the fact that the court system is public here. So when it actually gets posted, I'll be looking at it and I'll have the news in that piece when we get it.
Okay. WWE Dr. Chris Amin has left the company. There was speculation that WWE has fired Amin. However, PW Insider claims that he was not fired. Amin apparently gave his notice some months ago and formally retired this month. He's been working with WWE since May 2008. He was a member of the team that assisted in implementing the WWE's sports medicine program and their wellness policy. He was frequently seen on TV. Amin previously worked as a physician for the U.S. Olympic team in 2008.
That's a big deal, actually. He was also the one of the to bring up Punk again. You know, he was the guy that was being sued, the doctor that was being sued by Punk.
Yep. According to a new report from Fightful, Me and Yem's contract is set to expire, Impact contract, on October 9th. At that moment, she'll be free agent, which means he'll probably lose to Mickie James. There is no indication of whether Yem or Impact are in contract negotiation with agreements set to expire soon. Obviously, the contract sets to have her in the ring till Bound for Glory. Maria Kanellis' contract, as well as contract to the Impact World Tag Team Champions, are slated to expire soon, and they face some Motor City Machine Guns. That's pretty much it.
Mia should be working her way to AEW or Ring of Honor. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree, because her piece of shit husband works there.
Okay. He's got good taste in women. What can you say?
Does he?
Yeah.
Because they're Asian doesn't mean they're good taste in women. Some Asians are hotter than others.
I will absolutely agree to that.
And it's like, well, I taste plenty of Asians, and they all taste pretty good.
I'm having some cat tomorrow myself, so
I love it.
Bobby Roode has been off TV because he's not medically cleared.
I read that this week too.
Do we know why?
He had some procedure done with Dr. James Andrews in Birmingham.
So probably joint. So knee, arm, something like that. Elbow.
Sleazy, your rehab partner, Buff Bagwell, he escaped rehab.
He escaped rehab?
Well, he didn't escape. He's out of rehab.
Are you sure he didn't escape?
He did a long Facebook post. I was gonna read it, but it'll be like 4 pages. He's just saying that essentially Monday through Thursday he'd be sober, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday he'd drink. Yeah. And he's all like, well, I was good Thursday night. I was good for those 4 days. I can have a drink and then just go on a bender for the weekend. But obviously he says he just can't do that anymore, and because that's the addiction talk.
When I used to drink all the time, I did the same thing. I would go Monday through Thursday, nothing. Friday night till Sunday, just partying all the time. So I definitely know how that is, and it eventually catches up to you, and you're doing Sunday through Thursday, and then 7 days a week, and then it's rough. But now if I drink, like I golfed yesterday and I had a couple beers, and that's the first time I drank in about 3 months. So
Ryan's favorite wrestler, Roosh, has officially signed with AEW. I thought he already did officially sign with AEW, so that's weird.
Yep.
Ricky Steamboat will team with FTR versus Jay Lethal, Brock Anderson, and a mystery opponent to be named by Arn Anderson. Please tell me it's not going to be fucking Ric Flair.
It's going to be Brock Anderson.
He's already in the match.
Oh, fuck.
Jay Lethal, Brock Anderson, and a mystery. Open up your ears and shut your mouth, or you'll hear
fuck
better.
You. There's my answer.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr. would be a good one.
It would make sense. I'm just hoping it's not Ric Flair, because that'd be stupid.
It won't be.
Oh, who's it? Is it going to be India one-off, or is it who's it with?
It's just a one-off, isn't it?
It's a one-off. It's in some place in North Carolina.
Isn't it billed like Steamboat's last match or something? Or
yeah, well, I knew that was.
Oh,
I'm going to have to watch.
Oh, you're You're going in and out. Yeah, if WWE sells more than 25,000 tickets to the Royal Rumble in the first weekend, that is a record for the event.
Ooh.
Cool.
Has it ever been in San Antonio?
This will be like the fourth time it's been in San Antonio.
The Royal Rumble?
Yeah, the third time in the Alamo Dome. We mentioned it on the WrestlingShow.com. Antonio Inoki passed away. He
All the
was
JPW world are mind blowing. His matches.
Obviously the godfather of probably Japanese wrestling. The first IWGP world champion. His fights with Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he was a revolutionary.
I found this thing on Twitter where it was a video of like 40 people lined up just to get smacked in the face by Antonio Inoki.
Honor slaps. Yeah. To say that, I mean, he was the most popular. He would be the Hulk Hogan of Japan. I mean, really, can you think of a bigger star than Inoki? I can't.
No.
And, 1972, being founder of New Japan. 1976, he has the legendary match with Muhammad Ali, which he drew against. He didn't lose. He didn't win. He drew against him. He's been so much to so many people. To say he'll be missed, obviously, but yeah, it's sad to hear him die.
Yeah, when it came across, thanks to you guys, I became a huge NJPW mark, but I didn't really watch in the past. And since I have NJPW World, I've been watching some of his matches in the past. But like Will Ospreay put on Twitter, without you, there wouldn't be no us. I mean, yeah, we'd be around, but we wouldn't be wrestling for NJPW.
There's a lot of wrestlers that owe him their professional careers.
Yeah. So definitely going to be missed. Waiting to see the first actual pay-per-view or a live event after his death and see how they tribute it, because Burning Spirit happened before it. So they wouldn't have touched on it. And the Royal Quest took place in London and hasn't even hit in JPW yet. In JPW World is probably going to hit this week, probably. But I'm sure they touched on it, but I'm waiting to see the first full Japanese show or pay-per-view and see what they do for it.
Obviously, they'll do a 10 bell.
Oh, of course.
But they'll do a lot, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure they'll do a ton of stuff. Don't forget that they're basically putting out a new IWGP title, just as he's,
another one. Oh, you're not talking about like a belt design, right?
No.
Okay.
Title.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, don't do another belt design already. That'd be so.
No. Although I would like the Divas title to go away, please and thank you.
I have one more thing to talk about. Then I got that going. Apparently, WWE wanted Bandito's number before the end of his match with Jericho on Dynamite, and I'm all like, he's had hundreds of better matches. I don't understand why this match is the one where people are all like, oh, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's been great for years.
He's been great in Ring of Honor for years. None of this makes sense because according to, I don't even know. I think it was an interview. I think it was an interview that he did. He said that when he signed the Ring of Honor contract, that both WWE and AEW were giving him contracts, and he turned them both down to go to Ring of Honor. Well, what's the difference now? No Ring of Honor? So
maybe he doesn't want to be labeled. And because look at what we discussed this a few weeks ago. Look at what Tony Khan's done with Ring of Honor.
Watered
basically nothing. So I mean, do you blame him? But like, I think my problem is all of a sudden now it's like AEW wants to sign him to a contract after that match, and WWE wanted his number before the match, and I'm all like, this is the match. It was solid, and it was good, but
There's nothing like
this. This is the match
I don't think
that made you like.
I disagree with that. I think it was just a way to
Put-
I
stated.
don't want to say put him over, but definitely not like showcase him again, because he was showcased on the very first All In. It's not like nobody knew who he was.
Right.
I don't understand if he wasn't on All In and they were trying to showcase him from the last match he had with at ROH to try to refresh people's memories. But yeah, they already know who he is.
But technically, his last match at ROH was in July, where he faced Ray Horace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought was the best match of the night. So I don't get it.
Either.
This is kind of like a discussion thing. This last one, it's gonna be quick though. Raquel Gonzalez thinks that WWE should add a mid-card title to the women's division.
I'm for it. I'm 100% for it.
Names out there, it would bring people up from NXT. What's her reasoning for it? Does she have it?
Probably for her 2-week run as the women's champion or tag team champions. I don't know.
I think it would do the same as what the Intercontinental title would do in the men's division. Give somebody, yeah. And I think there's too much of a gap between the NXT Women's Championship and one of the two top titles.
I could agree with you there.
And while, yes, there's a smaller roster of women there, there's still a lot more than there used to be. And I think there could, in theory, be enough room for a secondary champion, especially if they go across the three brands.
I 100% disagree with both of you. They should not do it.
Okay. Why not?
We were just talking about Lashley not being on the major shows. You're adding another title that's not going to be featured at all. Well, it'll be featured in the beginning and then kind of drown, I think. I just don't think, and yes, there's more women, but I don't think there's enough to justify a secondary women's title.
Let me throw this out to you.
And if you put in all three brands, wouldn't that make it more important than the Raw and SmackDown women's title?
No.
Why? Because you're jumping across all three brands.
Because you could also make it, well, it's no different than the tag titles, the women's tag titles.
True.
Okay.
Are the women's tag titles more important than singles titles? Because they're defending on all three brands? No.
You're right. I just don't think it's a good idea right now. Right now.
I can see the argument of not doing it. I think that something is needed to bridge that gap though. And I think a mid-card title would be one of those ways you could do it.
You can give Nick ASH a shot. You can give, I can see. There's numerous people you could give a shot to, especially with her dropping her gimmick recently. She's going to need something new to deal with.
Here's the thing: is that they could do the same exact thing that what a certain tournament was supposed to do, but never really does. Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your, way to elevate somebody up to that higher status from nothing. Right now, there is nothing there. You're just parading challengers up to Ronda Rousey or Liv Morgan on one side and Bayley or Bianca on the other side that have no chance.
Yeah, it's like
that's part of the reason why Liv has had such a problem here, is that she was the nobody that was playing around in the deep 24/7 title for a while, and then now all of a sudden has the women's championship, and no one respects her as a champion because of it.
It's so weird. Oh, I disagree with you, because
of course you do.
They wanted
wow,
her to
shocker.
They wanted her to win Money in the Bank. They cheered her when she did. And then all of a sudden they're just like, we saw it and now we don't care anymore. Like, I don't think it's her. I think it's booking.
It's the booking of it. Yeah. They didn't run. See, the problem is that once you have that scrappy underdog babyface win, you need to have a plan afterwards. And I don't think they did.
It's sort of like the same thing that happened with Otis. Money in the Bank.
I think Otis was a even worse problem. I think that one of the biggest sad angle payoffs of probably all time was having Otis get his WrestleMania moment with no fans. That would have been the biggest pop of 2 fucking nights.
I really do think that the pandemic kind of crushed him.
It completely did. You're absolutely right.
Paper toss.
Cool. I got one tiny thing to bring up. We kind of alluded to it earlier, and as at least more than one New Japan mark on the show, we have to talk about the IWGP Women's Championship because the tournament is out. Let me send out the women that are in the championship tournament. It's Mayu Iwatani, Momo Watanabe, Utami Himeka, Jazzy Galbert, and Kairi Sane, Kairi Hojo, or just plain Kairi. So Kairi got a bye to the second round. They're doing the Royal Quest 2.
I don't want any spoilers.
I'm not going to say much of anything other than the fact that so-and-so made it fast. And is facing Kairi.
That one person.
Yeah, that one person. And then the first 4 names I said are going to be fighting on October 22nd. October 23rd is going to be the semis. And then the finals are going to be at November 20th at Historic Crossover. Because that's going to be the big Stardom New Japan show, which obviously, So here's the big question. Who do you think is going to win and be the inaugural IWGP
Kairi
champion? You think it's Kairi? Fat Man?
Say the first 2 names again.
Mayu Iwatani and Momo Watanabe.
Watanabe.
You think it's Watanabe?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to give it to Mayu. I think it's going to be Mayu and Kairi in the finals.
Oh, it's going to be a good match.
It's absolutely going to be a good match. They've been alluding to it ever since Kairi came back. Kairi said it multiple times on the mic that she's wanted to face Mayu.
And Kairi's looked so good since coming back to Stardom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And honestly, Kairi, as much as she has star power and as much as it would do a lot for the legacy of the title, I think it would be I think it would be a disservice to everybody else because technically she's not really full time. She's an attraction at Stardom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Mayu's been putting in the work. Maya's been, her and the high speed title have been, synonymous with each other for a long time.
So it's like Kairi Sane came back to put over the young talent.
I think so. Yeah, I 100% believe that. And I can't see somebody being more deserving of a rub than Mayu. And don't get me wrong, anybody in this tournament is deserving of this title. So,
yeah.
That's it. So, Chip, put yourself over.
Okay, tonight you can find us on the Best Darn Sports Show period 2, 9:30. We are going live on Twitch. We're going live on Facebook. We are giving our NHL and NBA previews of our teams. We're not going to do the whole thing. Had to rush it this week because I'm going to be out of town for the next week and wanted to get it out of the way before then. We're going to review some football, talk some college football, talk other sports. Fat Man will be joining me. So you can find us on the Best Darn Sports Show period 2 on Facebook and the best damn _SSPT on Twitch.tv.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me put the best damn sports show period 2. So I had to actually.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was.
Link.
Yeah, I'm probably going to redo that. You can also find me, as I've been blowing up the Twitter lately within JPW News, the Sports Guru 728.
Awesome. Fuck Ryan. Ryan came on the show for about 5 minutes, but fuck him. Fuck his Reddit, which is Ryan Buck Gotch, I believe. Fuck his TikTok, which is Ryan.
All over the place with that lately. Jesus.
All over the fucking place. Look at him putting out content. Fuck our Reddit at the wrestling show, r/the wrestling show. I'm at TWS Sleazy.
TWS Fat Man.
And the show is at Sleazy Fat Man on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can find us as well as everyone else as part of the Gear Network at gearnetwork.com, GERE network.com. You can find our show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m., wherever you can find your wonderful podcast. You can find us live here if you're not listening and you're listening on the podcast. If you want to listen to us raw, live, uncut, you can find us at twitch.tv/SleazyFatMan. Couple quick things I want to promote. Number one, I was on a couple of podcasts over the past week to promote our show here. I was on a podcast called Conversations with Strangers. You'll find that link in the liner notes here. Also, I was on a podcast called the Dead Jester Productions podcast. Check them out. I'll also leave the link to the episode in the liner notes. They're all a great group of guys, as they would always say. But that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we needed to promote. If you're in the area of Philadelphia and you care enough to send us live updates, let us know. We'll put them out on our Facebook page. And that Facebook page is facebook.com/SleazyFatMan. You've probably been noticing this. There's a lot more articles on the wrestlingshow.com. That's thanks to Fat Man over here. He's doing the likes and dislikes of the weekly television shows, Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite. So definitely check those out. They're a great read. First of all, fuck you and my shoot work Sleazy's daughter. Yeah, I read that.
It's real life fake daughter.
Thank you. Fuck you. They are legitimately funny, and I think everyone here would enjoy them if you're listening to our show. You have something, if you want to read some content, Fat Man's been doing great over there. So check it out, seriously, at thewrestlingshow.com. So that's pretty much it. So fuck Ryan. Thank you to Chip for being on the show. And as always, for Sleazy,
the Fat Man.
This is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Kenny Omega. Fuck Tony Khan. A hot dog's on a sandwich. Fuck you. A sub's on a sandwich. Double fuck you. And Ryan. Again, if you're going to blow guinea pigs, put it on our OnlyFans. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, all the world goes sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.